Welcome to Real Paradise Gamers, guys. We are playing a custom game of Commander. I am Killer Slam, Colin. I am playing Breya.
I am Murasame Matt, and I am playing Lazav Demir Mastermind Mill.
I am Sanctus Rage, and I'm playing Omnath, Locus of All.
I'm Cryptic Behemoth. I'm playing Animar, Tyranids.
All right. We already did our first draw, mulligans and stuff out of the way, so we're going to draw up. I won the dice roll. I have elected to go first. And I'm going to draw. Oh, this is interesting.
How bad is it, Doctor? Is it terminal?
It's not turn 2.
He's looking at a turn 3.
No, I don't think it's turn 3 either.
The cancer's spreading. It's not good.
It's cancer spreading.
Yeah, just running.
Gotta figure out what I want to do for my opener.
Oh, I just play everything in my hand and win.
No, I don't have that kind of opener, I don't think.
Eventually you will, if we play enough
It is
pairs.
going to be quite a few cards, but... okay, so first I'll start with the planes. I'll tap that for a Esper Sentinel.
Oh, nice.
Soul Ring?
Not yet.
Yet.
I don't have it yet.
Any zero cost, or are you good?
I am going to play a 0 cost. I'm going to Mana Crypt.
You son of a bitch.
At the beginning of my upkeep, flip a coin. If I fail, I take 3 damage. It's 2 colorless. And before you guys say it, I don't care that it's fucking banned.
We don't play the ban list.
Yeah, we don't play the ban list, so in the comments, you can get mad and upset. We don't care.
Get the algorithm up, it's fine.
Help or
Yeah.
trap. You won't let us use the ban list.
Especially because that's like the only card in all of my decks that I did a lot of searching to go get, and when I finally got it out of a box, I wasn't about to let Wizards of the Coast or whoever does the ban list decide what I'm going to not play. So with that, I have 2 colorless, and I'm going to use one of it for a Sensei's Divine Top. And I'll use the other one to use its active effect, which is look at the top 3 cards of my library. I may put them back in any order. And if I tap it, I can draw a card and put Enter Sentinel at the top of my deck. So I will go ahead and look at the top 3. And I put them back in any order. So I'm going to go like that. And then that is turn 1.
Anything else you want to do?
I used all my mana.
Sure, you have one floating.
I'm gonna draw.
No, he used the one for the Sensei.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I used the one for the Sensei's ability to look at the top 3 and then reorganize.
Okay.
Draw. Oh, Jesus.
Corey, you can pick up your hand now.
Oh, I know.
I'm like,
I know it's there, so.
okay.
I'm gonna play.
It's not like any of you are going to be able to
Opal.
take any of my shit out.
Yeah, I'll make you discard your hand.
Yeah.
I'll put it there,
okay.
so if you'll need to click on it. Play the
Mox Opal. It doesn't do anything until you have 3 artifacts.
Exactly.
That is a whiteout, and it's all creatures lose flying until
Mox
the end of
Opal.
turn.
Mox Opal. Just type in Mox Opal.
It's
gonna
difficult
play
to
a-
type because it's fucking sideways, my keyboard.
Right there.
Oh, no, his keyboard is sideways.
Yeah.
And I said try the card there.
Oh, and a Reliquary Tower.
Yes.
Nice.
Play Reliquary Tower.
No maximum hand size.
Matt, that's a savannah. Counts as both a plains and a forest.
He wishes that was a Savannah, because Savannah is like a $300 plus card.
Oh, Jesus.
He wishes that was a Savannah.
Are you able to click on those?
Oh, I
no.
pulled up Savannah too. Yeah, that's a Savannah, Matt.
And then your tower is scrublands.
I really wish you had that card though, because that's a really good card. Dual lands are great. They're also really
I promise you though that that's not what these are.
Oh, by the way, did you pay for the Esper Sentinel?
No.
Okay, I draw a card.
I wish I had, but no.
We don't pay taxes here.
Taxation is theft.
You couldn't have because you didn't play the land before you played the 0 cost.
Exactly.
You could have paid it if you did it in the reverse order. I was about to say, I asked that when you played the cards in a way you couldn't have paid it.
Well, that's my turn. I can't.
I got it.
Okay.
I can't believe that Esper Sentinel already paid off. And I got the card I was gonna get next turn. This turn.
Congratulations.
I didn't.
Oh
I
boy.
didn't draw any land.
Get to draw.
Oh no, is that your only land?
I told you it was a risky hand.
Oh no.
A one land hand. Risky for me is 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've got a big turn coming up now.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm gonna play that and pass.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You lied to us. That's
Draw.
that's classic Magic. Look at my board state.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
playing
that's what always
Rugged
happens.
Highlands. Comes to play tap and again in life. I'm winning.
Nice.
Oh shit, he
Hey,
is.
you are.
And I'm done.
Okay, upkeep. I'm gonna say even. That rolled off the fucking table. Thank God I have so many more dice. Got it, so I don't take damage. On your end step, I am actually gonna crack that and draw this card. And that will go on the top, so when I draw per turn, I will draw back my top.
Senseis.
Yep. I'm gonna do that on James's end step, by the way. If that wasn't clear.
Yep.
Okay, this is interesting. Interesting.
No, you can't do that. You missed a trigger. No.
No, he wants to end his turn.
Okay, so we got a couple things we could do now.
Don't say that.
The fact that every time he plays Breya, I always feel like I see Sensei as in a mana crypt.
It is
No.
quite suspicious.
Not always. It's just
I see that Sensei's more than anything. The mana crypt not so much because it used to not be in there, but I see that Sensei's a lot.
yeah. Let's
He has 12
see.
of them.
I just realized I got Breya over here for some reason. Like she's a part of my hand. Put her in the command zone. Okay,
fancy
gotta play
Breya.
some cards. Gotta play some cards. Island per turn. Already did the upkeep for that, so let's... I think I should prep for chaos.
And what does that mean?
I think, yeah, I should definitely do that. So I'm going to... I think
Think hard.
it's that and that. Think...
So we had to decide who arch enemy is, right? Like,
Okay, this
And
is
once
basically.
once people can start responding.
Yeah, Colin's in the industrial age, and we're still fucking running around
Playing
with
with
sticks.
sticks.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to play a Mox Opal.
You son of a bitch.
Welcome to the club, Matt. Welcome to the club. Sorry, I'm now a part of the club.
You'll get it turned on quicker.
It's already on.
Yeah.
Because that's an artifact, that's an artifact, that's an artifact. I have 3. And then with that, I'll tap 1 blue and my mana crypt. That's for 3. I'll go ahead and cast Heuristic Study.
Oh no.
And then
There it is.
not crazy good. But yeah, we should probably just do that. I'll go ahead and tap 2
Here.
for
Turn
an
counter.
Wait, what?
Turn counter.
Oh, it's turn 2, by the way. It's not turn 3. It looks like a 3 from here. Yeah, we're not on turn 3 yet. Calm down. So I'm gonna tap 2. I'm going to Echo Scepter, which imprint. When it enters the battlefield, I may exile an instance card with converted mana cost 2 or less from my hand. I'm gonna go ahead and exile a mana drain underneath my scepter.
Oh, not that setup again.
So I can now basically tap that to mana drain.
Put mana drain on top so I can click on it.
Counter target spell at the beginning of my next main phase. Add the amount of colorless mana to your mana pool equal to the spell's converted mana cost. So not only do I get to counter your spell, I also get to gain that mana on top of whatever else. And then that's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and attack None of you have creatures yet, so
I wonder why. It's only turn
I'll
2.
send it at Matt because I know he's mill, and it just feels right.
For the
One-
1
one-
damage.
For the
one.
lulz. You could have
One
brought
damage.
James back down to
Oh
40.
yeah. Never mind. I'll hit James, so he's no longer winning. Good point, Corey. Good point.
It's now a draw.
Yeah. And I had no leftover mana, so that's my turn.
All right, Matt. Do something big.
Sure.
Believe
On
in the heart of
turn
the
2?
cards.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah.
Nothing, because he probably didn't draw a land. He didn't draw a land.
No! Risky gamble's not paying off.
Nope. I knew it.
I mean, we're calling
I'm gonna be the
all
same
in the
boat.
same
Don't
boat.
worry,
Yeah.
Matt.
All right. It's my turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
assuming so.
Matt?
Yeah, he passed.
Okay.
His hands on the ground, guys.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you're good. Sorry. My bad.
All right.
I figured that the Mana Drain was a good card this turn because I was banking on maybe no one playing anything, and just in case you guys did play anything, the Rustic was kind of to give me more card advantage.
So I'm going to play a Plains. I'm going to tap both. I'm going to play the Elder Tribe, or Tribe Elder.
Cool. I assume you're not paying the tax.
I don't pay taxes.
Okay. Don't say that too loud. They could be listening.
They can hear me, but what are they going to
Okay,
do
so
about
I'm
it?
not going to draw off the Esper Sentinel because you did play a creature, right?
Yep. And he's going to basically get shot in the back of the head for tax evasion.
Okay. I'm going to draw a card off of my Ristic.
And I get to search my library for a basic land.
And I assume you're
boy.
done while you're searching.
Pretty much.
Okay. James.
Yay! We'll play Frontier Buvok. Comes into play tap. It's a green, blue, red, and I pass.
Nice. Okay. I have no end triggers, but I do have an upkeep. I'm going to stay with even. That's even, so I don't take damage. Okay. That turn went is about as well as I planned, so that Mana Drain plan worked exactly how I wanted it.
The manager had nothing to do with it. We can't play shit.
Well, no. The reason I played it this turn is because I knew you guys couldn't play shit, so now the turn where I think you guys can, I can now threaten a Mana Drain. Basically, if you guys play something that alters my board, I can now actively stop whatever that is from happening. Which was kind of the point. I was like, if I play this now and go all in, right? I had no mana left over. Okay, so draw per turn. Oh. I don't know if I want to play that. I'm going to play a Plains. I think I should do... I have a lot of setup right now, and this is the problem. I'm searching, so I think I need to search harder.
Can you search faster?
Yeah, because I could do some Sensei stuff. I could do some Sensei stuff, and then obviously, if you guys play some stuff eventually, I get the benefit of getting to draw. So I kind of need to think that through a little bit. So I think the obvious thing here is because I am where I am right now, I need to keep that momentum. So first things first, I am going to tap. Well, let's go 1 for the Senseis again.
No.
And then I will pay... Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to pay that 1 for the Sensei, another 1 from that to also then look at the top 3. So I can do some searching. And I kind of like that one, and that one. Okay, put that there. And then don't think I want to put senseis on the top just yet. So we're done with that. Already played a land this turn. This kind of sucks, but I'll do that then. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and play a chromatic lantern. Lands you control can tap for 1 of any mana of any color.
It seems like you're getting all of these super important cards you need to win the game.
No, I'm getting that's a fixer, and the fact that I've gotten a lot of 1 color of land currently, it's gonna help me maybe get what I need next turn out. Exactly what I need to though, which you're not wrong actually.
What does everybody else have on their board? Matt has a sinking island. I have 3 random islands or 3 random.
Sinking. I like
multicolors.
I like the depression of that has a sinking island. As
I mean, it is. I chose the hand.
It's like, wow.
Yeah,
This explains my life perfectly.
yeah, this is a sinking ship. So I'll go back into my attack step, and I will send my. This time I will send it at Matt.
Matt's already got a sinking island. Now you're gonna just kill him.
I already had the mouse over it. It's good.
That poor man. All right, Matt.
And then
redeem
second
yourself.
mate, do nothing, and I pass.
Redeem yourself,
Yay.
Matt. Do something.
Draw land, please.
Get land. For the love of that all holy.
They
Believe in the
need
heart.
you. They need. They need you.
We need your help, Matt.
Well,
The suspense.
as this is gonna go into the discard pile.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He had 8 cards in hand. Okay, and he passed his turn because that's an end step.
no.
Yeah,
Corey, it's on you.
Shit.
as I said, I know what I did to myself.
Yep.
I did not manage. I didn't
Rory-
manage shuffle later.
Corey could play his commander this turn.
No, I'm missing blue.
Yeah, you play 1 more land that isn't black, and you can pay 2 life. Oh wait, you picked up a swamp. Never mind.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
Yeah, you should have picked something anything other
It's
than
been
a
a
swamp.
bit since I've played this deck, so I forgot.
Because
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
with that Animar or
Yeah.
Omnath, you could pay 2 life for black.
Yep.
So if
I
you
remember.
had picked a white or blue or red, you
That
could
occurred
have.
after I picked the card. I was
Right.
like, oh boy, I need black because I've got some cards in my hand that require black. But it's like, no, yeah.
All right, so what are we doing? You got 3, so hopefully you're doing something.
So I have an important thing I could do.
Okay.
I'm gonna put down a theater and sacrifice it.
Okay. That's gonna go get you a basic swamp,
Swamp. No, it's
or is it anything?
it's a mountain, island, or swamp.
Okay, I knew it was one of the 3 types where you could go get. So island, swamp, or mountain. So obviously, you're gonna go get a island or a mountain.
And you're
Yeah,
getting
that's
life. Oh no, Corey's winning.
Yep.
Not for long.
You son of a bitch.
You made me eat a hit. I'll make you eat a hit.
I now have an island. And James, go.
Oh boy.
Oh, he didn't play anything. Okay.
I'll play a mountain for turn.
Hey, I know what that means. I assume he's tapping 3 and playing his commander. Or does he have something better in his hand?
No, not better.
Oh.
Red, blue,
You read me
green,
like a book.
Animar.
Okay. I assume you can't pay the tax, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a card.
Go ahead. I am done.
I knew what that card was. On the end of your turn, I am going to also do this to draw the second card and put my card I will draw per turn, which will be my senseis, into my hand.
Hey Matt, doesn't that island give you a maximum hand size?
Yeah. Yes, it does. Put that card back in your hand.
I forgot.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, yeah.
I know
Corey's
Sad
right.
Island.
Reliquary Tower literally I made that comment when you played it. I was like, oh cool, you have no maximum hand size. And I didn't think about it until
I didn't think about it either, just because I'm like, oh, no land.
fun fact, had the mana for mana drain, and I literally was just like I thought about countering the Animar right there, I'm not gonna lie.
Just so you can get
I
value
really-
out of it.
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, no, that would be evil.
Oh yeah, evil. We're over here fucking
Yeah,
throwing forest. and
evil.
shit.
Okay, so 4th land. Okay, so let's see here. What are we doing? So I got 1, 2. Oh wait, even. Nope. I take 3.
Hooray! The beast can bleed.
Kick and bleed.
It's kind of funny because I think one time I took like 9 damage or 12
In a row.
damage. Like I just kept taking it. I was like, well, this deck isn't about winning or dying via damage. Realistically, it's to kill you guys before you even have a chance to kill me with damage. So if I'm hurting myself, that's kind
That's
of the
fine.
point. That's the
It's a
point.
resource to spend.
Yep, I'm spending it. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
12, 13, 108.
Times 2.
52.
Keep throwing numbers, confuse them.
68.
68? What?
See, it's working.
It made you think.
Numbers are hard. What are you doing, Colin?
Try to think.
Which one of you fuckers dies first?
Let's see. So that's. So I got 8 mana currently. Okay, I think it's just. I think Do I set up? I think.
We need a timer. Where's the timer?
I know, right? Get like a little chest timer.
It's a chest timer.
That'd be a fun way to play. You have 3 minutes. If this time goes off, or if you
You
use
are
up all of
out.
it, yep, you'll die.
Then he can never play Breya ever again.
What do you mean? 90%
Yeah.
of his decks.
Well, some of them are. It's my turn actions are taking too long, not me thinking.
Yeah.
Like it's literally going like fuck.
Okay, this triggers, this triggers, this triggers.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there going like, okay, wait a minute. Now which one do I want to do first? Which is kind of where I'm sitting at right now. It's kind of like,
Well, talk us through it. What are you doing?
It's I can't win, so it's literally going like, is this a setup
Can't win, he
turn?
says.
I think it's just a setup turn for like a bunch of fail safes, and then yeah, I can start doing the things I want to do. So I think I need to do that. So
The longer you take, the more Matt's
Yeah.
island sinks.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7
And
men
then
on
I'm
turn
gonna-
4.
I'm gonna play a chromatic overlay.
Orrery?
Orrery.
Orrery?
I may
Overlay.
spend may spend mana as though it were any color. It taps for 5 or
Don't you already
5.
have that?
No, I have a
There's
lantern. I have a lantern that turns all my lands into every color. Now every mana I tap for anything, so now these are technically any color.
Oh god.
Even the ones that tap for just colorless. Any mana is now every color. So it's another mana fixer, because I literally have 3 planes and an island. These mana fixers and that's for 7. It taps for 5. In which, like I said, it's a weird setup turn because that's
One,
I think
2.
I think all I'm gonna play this turn.
I would hope so. It's 7 costs on turn 4.
So I play that, and then I'm going to go ahead and attack Corey.
You monster. How dare you?
Oh,
I have-
yeah.
The hard choice I was having in my head was playing this over playing my commander, because I had 4 lands that had already color, so I could play her. But then I was like, well, then I have none of her setup, and she's just sitting on the board. So I was like, okay, do I want her on the board? I don't usually attack with her, so I don't need her on the board till I need her on the board to win. So I was like, I need to play the acceleration, and then see what
because her
happens.
on the board would make her such a target.
It does. If she's on the board, and she's
Everything
not.
on your board is a fucking target.
He's got a point. Matt,
The Esper Sentinel was a target if you guys could have got it really quick.
with what?
Now it's too far.
I had a theater to burn down for a fucking island.
Good job, Matt. It's on you, buddy.
Come
on, Matt.
What
You
am I
can do it.
drawing?
A land, hopefully.
No, just making the hand bigger.
Cool, and he passed his turn. Okay.
Son of a bitch. Is all your land fucking at the bottom half of your deck?
No, it's
I
Not at the
didn't
top.
I didn't mana shuffle.
Ah, okay.
mistakes were made.
All right, let's see. What can I do?
Corey needs a mountain, and he's got his commander.
I figured 1 blue wouldn't be too hard to find.
You thought.
Or it's a bunch of artifacts, because you have a floating mana out. You just can't do anything
Okay.
with it because you don't have
That's
the
what I said.
artifacts.
I'm going to tap a island, a plains, and a forest. To play Broker's Charm, I'm going to choose to draw 2 cards.
I'm also going to ask you, are you paying either tax?
Of course not.
Okay, I will draw 2 cards then. 1 off my Esper Sentinel and 1 off of my Ristic Study. Which I now have to think about a lot of cards now, because I now have a lot of cards in my hand. I now have... Oh, I should have played the fucking Divine Top. Fuck. Yep, I should have played that. Because I had the leftover mana. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, well, that's my problem. I'll deal with it.
Yep. Okay, let's see.
Then you done?
As soon as I figure
Playing
out
a
what I
lot of
want to
cards.
get rid of. Yeah, we'll get rid of this.
Oh, right, because you drew a lot of cards.
Yep.
Got rid of a sorcery.
That's all this
Alright.
deck is.
Right.
Deal damage equal to each opponent for the number of lands you control.
I'll play Cave of Temptation for turn.
Ooh.
Fancy.
I'm tempted to click on it.
I did. Yeah, it's a plains.
Mine's not bringing anything up. There it is. Game of Temptation.
It's another plains.
He can tap 1 to make it any color. Tap 4 sacrifices to put 2 counters on a creature. 2/1/1 counters. And then...
There
Okay,
it
so
is.
it's either a mana fixer, colorless, or a token generator. If you sack it.
If I sack it, yeah.
Okay. And it costs 4 to sack it, too. That's not a super good trade. But your deck does like token generation, so...
Alright. Do 1 red and green. And I'll play Shadow of the Warp.
What does that
Ooh.
do?
Shadow of the Warp. The first creature spoil you cast costs 2 less. Whenever opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, that person takes 2 damage.
That's a 3 cost, right?
It is.
Cool. I will tap Overlay to tap Sphere to mana drain.
Son of a bitch. I'm not a threat to you. What are you doing?
I need mana.
That's... I'm
Really?
And
In
you're
front
the-
of Matt?
And he's the only one to play a 3-cost card, so... I guess Corey did, but... What did Corey's do? Draw him cards?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think I get to you did finish the cast, I think. So I don't think either my Rhystic Study or my Sentinel will go off. I don't think.
I'm gonna say probably not because you countered it.
Well,
Cast
just
or when it's
cast.
played.
It says cast. I think play and cast are two different words. So I think I actually get these triggers.
You get off of the Sentinel, yes. I don't know what your statistic says.
It's the same. Whenever opponent casts a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
I
Doesn't
think
need to
I
go
get
to the
both
board.
those triggers, and you pay either tax. You can technically pay one of them. They're both one apiece.
I'll pay one of them.
I will draw a card then.
I'm done.
Okay. So I have 3 mana, 3 of any color because of my overlay. I will go ahead and roll for Crypt. That's a 1, so I
3
take
damage?
3.
We just got to stall.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, just gonna take me 10 turns to kill myself if I roll that every single time.
Well, somebody has to.
Okay, so tap, untap, draw per turn.
Jesper.
Yep, that's first not untapped.
No,
Go ahead
damn
and
it,
play
James.
a swap per turn. Doesn't matter anymore though. So now let's play cards. Let's play a lot of cards.
Please don't.
Um,
Put us out of our misery. Do it.
I don't know if I can yet, but I'm gonna do some stuff.
Man,
some-
use 1 mana to do something.
I think we all need mana to do something.
If it hadn't been blue.
Have 4.
Yeah, I'm missing a plains or a mountain.
I haven't missed a drop yet, thankfully. I've drawn it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do
Give it to
the.
myself.
Let's do the easiest thing first. I'm gonna tap 3 plus the 3 I got from Mana Drain. 1 plus the 3. I'm gonna go ahead and play Breya. She's gonna come in with her 2 Tofters.
I don't know. Is it going infinite?
I don't think yet.
Oh, God.
It will kind of matter based off maybe some card draw here. But then I don't think I'll have the mana. But I
Really?
need to draw some
Using the
more
M word
cards.
again in front of Matt?
Because right now I control 4 colored permanents, so I could use my overlay to draw 4 cards. So with that, I can. But then my hand's going to be a little flush, and I'm already a little too flush to begin with. So I think I need to do a couple things here. First things first, get the obvious cards out of my hand that are cheap, that might do something later. So let's do that first. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this for 2. I'm going to play a animation modular. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are placed on a permanent you control, you may pay 1 if you do create a 1/1 servo. Tap 3 and tap it. Choose a counter on target permanent or player. Give that permanent or player another token of that kind. That might come into effect. I don't know if it will. And then the other one, obviously, is going to be Sensei's.
What now?
I'm over here just playing casual Magic.
Well, I'm right there with you.
I'm not even close to that yet.
Matt, you're on a deserted island.
My choice.
Write a
That's what
message
you're
and throw it
playing.
in a freaking
Starvation.
bottle. Yeah.
I knew it was a risk and it did not pay off.
Nope. That's what risks do.
I have one of those. Okay, so I need to look for a sack outlet, so I'll go ahead and tap 1 to look at the top 3 with Sensei's. I'm going to put them back in that order. That's an okay. Let's see. Do I want the card I put on the top now?
I don't
That's
know.
gone.
What is it?
I think I do want it now. Yeah, so I'm gonna That stays on the top. Draw that card. I'm going to go ahead and tap 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to play my Foundry Inspector. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So it makes all my things a little cheaper. All the artifacts, which this deck has quite a few. And then let's see. I'll go ahead and tap another 1, and I'll play a grinding station. Sacrifice another artifact. Target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library to his or her graveyard. Whenever an artifact comes into play, untap the grinding station.
Don't do that to Matt. That's just mean, because you're going to put all 3 of his lands into his graveyard.
I'd have to sacrifice an artifact to do so. And milling the mill player just kind of sounds funny.
Jesus.
What am I doing?
If you do
Nothing
that
yet.
and Matt throws away 3 lands, 1, that'd be hilarious. 2, that would
It'll be
just be
alright.
mean.
That's how it goes.
And that would be kind of funny, actually, now that you say it. I mean, I didn't think about that until just now. I was like, that would be cruel.
Do it
Does that
anyways.
fall under
Think of the
cruel and
content.
unusual punishments?
I'll go ahead and tap another 1. And I will go with the Amulet of Safekeeping. Whenever you become a target of a spell or ability opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1, and creature tokens get -1 attack. Put that
Interesting.
there. So basically, if you target me specifically with something, you have to pay an extra 1 to do so, or your ability automatically gets countered.
Oh boy, more taxes.
I think Corey said it. I think that would be kind of funny to see if.
Or you just mill out 3 creatures and he gets the mana next.
I mean, yeah, it's risk reward.
Yeah, it's risk reward. That's the point. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll sack one of my Thopters to the Grinding Stone to mill Matt 3.
I'm milling 3.
Yep. Matt, put 3 on top of your guy there, and then flip him.
Like so he's
Wow,
saying on
it's
Soren's
totally-
face.
yeah.
We all want to see the cards you milled.
Oh no, I'll show you.
Well,
Okay.
no, we wanted to flip them together. That way we all saw it.
Okay, not a land.
Not allowed.
Not a land.
Not
That's a land. That's a
it?
land.
Oh,
That's a very special land, I think.
It is. It's a Minimal Skull at Water's Edge, legendary land.
Oh, no more. I can't counter.
It was the second one that you milled.
Is
Oh,
that the
no.
that's the can't counter land, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's the blue and untap target legendary permanent.
Oh,
And
okay.
it taps for a blue.
I thought that was the one where if you tap this for in the next cast you card, it's like, and then I will
That's
go
the-
into
That's
my-
the pay 2 life one.
I'll go into my attack step, and I only have 1 attacker because these 3 have res sickness. I will attack with Esper Sentinel to.
James got or hasn't been
Corey?
hit yet.
yes, I have.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I hit
you
everybody
me,
at this point.
You hit me last time. Hit James.
No, double up on Corey.
No,
Actually, let's go. We'll go in turn order. We'll get everyone to 39. So I'll go Corey.
you son of a bitch.
Yes. I saved the turn.
And that is gonna be my turn.
All right, Matt. Land.
Get the land, Matt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see what
5.
happens, shall we?
And I do have 8 cards left in hand, actually, so I'm gonna get rid of a Thermatic Compass.
Sweet. I have 10 cards. You're next, Corey.
Oh, no.
Well, he'd still be waiting for a land, even if
He's
Colin
waiting
did
on turn
do
either
that.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It is turn 4. I feel bad for Matt. He's not even
Well-
in this. He's not even in this game.
Well, again, I chose the hand. I did.
He's
it
over there playing
myself.
cookie clicker.
Didn't shuffle. Should have mana shuffled. I thought my shuffle was good.
All right, where's the 5?
He's got 2 of the same color though. He needs a
Red.
mountain bad to get Omnath out. But with 5, this is going to give him some options. I hate to say it. I wish Matt did draw mana, because if he did, I would be drawing more cards. Him not having cards is literally making it to where I'm drawing less. It's like, I actually needed him to...
I had a lot of one cost, easy to play things. Like, you would have been getting a lot of stuff.
I don't even care if I had to get milled a little, because you would have milled these other cards out of my way. These other cards I'm getting that I don't actively need. I'm getting a lot of my safety net cards that are supposed to protect me.
It's funny though when I get to tell you there's tell you the 2 cards in my deck that are kind of pointless to have right now.
Are you paying tax? Core?
How much?
1 apiece.
1.
No, it'd be 2. That's a non-creature. Anytime you play a spell, it's 1 from study, and when it's a non-creature, you have to pay 1 from Espeter.
Oh, that's
so
right. I see.
if you
Okay.
don't want me to draw 2 cards,
I'll do that.
okay.
And you know
He's
what?
paying his taxes. Oh no.
Oh God.
Shit
means he has
really
nothing
is
else to
bad.
No, he has nothing else to do. He's playing shoes, and that's it.
Well, no, I'm going to tap this and equip it to James's monster.
You can't do that.
Why not?
You're not allies.
I don't care.
It's just his equipped creature. It doesn't
Yeah.
say it has to be his.
No, that's how equipment works. You can't equip it to an opponent unless it literally states you can. And there are special.
No, Colin, we're not opponents. We're death row inmates at this point.
I'm pretty sure you can equip to anything.
No, you can only equip unless it states that you can equip it to. So there's a sword called the Bloodletter Sword.
No, it says attached to the creature you control. It says
Exactly.
it on the card.
Aw.
Yes.
Okay, so if it says that, but I know there's a lot of equipments that you can equip to anything.
Well,
Those are
I'll-
enchantments usually.
No, they're enchantments. Equipment, anything that says equip, straight up equip, not with a special keyword next to it, you could only equip to your shit at sorcery speed.
Fine. I'll throw my boots at James and look at him.
Pray to God that they fit.
Yeah.
He wishes.
You
Yes.
wish it.
It would
If
have
you
been
guys
fine.
were two-headed giant, you could do that. But no, you still could because it says your creature. Never mind.
Right.
Yeah, you control. So yeah, that doesn't equip it. Yeah, there are specific equipments that can be equipped, but anything that has the base equip, you can.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I can do.
All right.
Take the shoes.
I have untapped, drawn 1 red, blue, green. Playing Magus Lucia Kane.
He's got something.
No, don't read it. I'm gonna go ahead and mana drain that.
Son of a bitch.
Poor James. He's been mana drained the whole time.
What's her cost? 4?
4.
Okay, cool. I get 4 colorless.
You should have used the boots.
I know, right? When I cast a creature, I still get a counter.
I believe so. Because I guess that would be how we'd roll it this time if we fucked it
it's-
up. Because
No, it's whenever you cast a creature. You
When I
cast
cast a creature,
It
yeah,
didn't go
cast
in the
it.
field.
it would be the same for me. So I get 1 from my Ristic Study.
Yes, that's what we did last time too for the other
Yeah, that's what I said. If we fuck it up, let's keep fucking it up the same way. So we're not.
thing. And I'm done, I think.
All right.
Okay.
Turn
Hold on.
6.
It is-
Okay, never mind. Yep, I'm done. I was looking at how big your foundry spectre was.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's untap. Damage. All that, because that's my odd. So I take another 3.
Why are you draining me, Colin? Why?
Give you
3.
the big suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so let it begin. Roll a card. I'm pretty sure I already got what I need, but who knows?
Beginning of the end?
No, it is the end. Unless
Oh.
someone can stop it.
I'm tapped out. Matt's got 1. Cora's got 1.
So I will go ahead and use one, and I'll do the Nim Death Mantle. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, intimidate, and it is a black zombie. Whenever a non-token creature is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 4. If you do, return that creature to the battlefield attached with the Death Mantle attached to it. So, what I'm going to do here, I'll explain the infinite so you guys can understand it.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead.
Don't kill us yet. Give us one turn. I have something fun.
Why would I do that?
For the lulz?
I'm just going to counter it if it's too fun.
No, it helps Matt.
I'm like, I'm just going to counter it if it's too fun.
Yeah, but it helps Matt.
Why? Just give him land?
There's no helping me at this point.
You're a turn behind him, too, so it's not going to help him because he'll die before he can use it.
It'll be funny, though.
Even if you help me, my stuff I could play wouldn't save me at this point. It was all set up.
Okay, so this is kind of just a pretty easy infinite when it comes down to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mill Matt for 3.
Let's see what I'm milling, shall we?
I mean, technically, this is what's going to happen. Then, and the creature I'm going to sacrifice is going to be my Breya. But when she dies, I'm going to use the 4 mana here to bring her back. So that's technically not the infinite. Actually, I need to do one more thing. So that's going to give me 2 more Thopters. So the infinite hasn't happened yet.
You getting lands?
Am I getting no?
No, you're milling those.
You're really 3 first, and then I will untap the Gridlock.
Cool. We mill the Psychic Drain, Arcane Adaptation, and my Dimir Doppelganger.
No lands.
Okay, so I will play a land this turn because it's turn 6. Get my hand right,
Matt's
and
Lonely
then
Island.
from there, I will tap. It's a command tower. I'm going to tap 3. Nope. Yeah, 3. I'm going to play the Croc Clad Ironwork. Sacrifice an artifact, add 2 minutes to your mana pool. So what this will allow me to do now is basically I will infinitely be able to get Breya back. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to use the Gridlock to kill Breya. That will kill her. Then I can trigger my Dim Mantle by sacrificing 2 of my Thopters, taking me down to 1. That will return Breya, which will then make 2 Thopters, taking me back to 3, and I will infinitely do that to all of you. And that, because every time she comes back in, that untaps Gridlock, then I can retap Gridlock, and that'll kill her. Then I use 2 Thopters to gain 4,
wait,
use
Gridlock?
Dim Mantle. Then the Gridlock Station untaps.
Is Breya an artifact?
Yeah.
It is an artifact.
She is an artifact creature, yes. So this will mill you guys infinitely.
Hooray.
To where you have 0 cards and you lose on the start of your turn.
Okay.
So I explained that about as well as I could. And I assume no one has any responses.
Let me check now. I have boots.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
All right. That is game.
I got my shoes, though.
I got my shoes.
I got Animar out once.
I fucked up.
Then I got drained twice.
Yeah.
So I'll be 100% honest, James. I drained you because you were the person next to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a command tower.
I needed the colorless mana. Well, I didn't need it technically. I just wanted it.
All right. So, how did everybody do in the game?
All right.
It could have gone better.
The way I expected for what I took.
You risked it all and found yourself on an island. Alone.
A floating island.
Yep.
Sinking.
Oh, no, a sinking island.
Sinking island. Aren't all islands floating?
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, Breya, like we mentioned in other things, my Breya is kind of feast. There is not a lot of
with it. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like if they get behind early, it's just like I can keep them behind. That's why I did my scepter play. When I did the scepter, I could have put a different card underneath it, but that card was a way more aggressive card. Because I had half of my fuck. I actually had the card so I could remember. So I think it's the lesson. So what it allows me to do is it allows me to put a +1/+1 counter on something. And then you use another card. Let me see if I can find them. So there's so basically one of the cards is I think it's the lesson of the day or something like that, where anytime a creature comes into the battlefield this turn, it gets a +1/+1 counter. But then I have
school.
yeah, so it's a 2 cost. So if I put it underneath the scepter, which is the thing I put my mana drain under, I can basically continuously keep playing things and putting +1/+1s on them every single turn. The reason this is really good is because I have a bunch of other cards in the deck that allow me to persist as the effect. So whenever a creature you control, when this creature dies, if it had no --/ counters on it, return it to the battlefield with a --/ on it. So if you have a card like this, you can essentially with the first day you can
Just
continuously
the 2 cards go infinite. Yeah.
So I already had 2 cards like that in my hand. I had the lesson and the scepter, and I also had my Glean Archmage. It basically allows me to constantly counter, but unlike the mana drain, it doesn't give me any mana. So that's why I went with the simpler combo, which was just put the scepter with mana drain, because it's going to give me mana every turn. Because if they play anything I don't like, or they just play anything at all that's big enough where it's like they can't counter the thing you can't counter by counter, then boom, I just instantly can continuously get extra colorless mana. And then that's why I also set up the
chromatic orrery.
Yeah.
Orrery.
So the card I was looking for, there's a couple in here because there's a couple other things that I have with persist. I was looking for this card, which is the Cauldron of Souls. Choose any number of target creatures.
Hey,
each of those creatures persist until end of turn. So what this allows me to do, if I first day and then tap the Cauldron, I'm basically giving every creature I have persist. One rotation of persist, because when they leave the battlefield and come back, they're not going to have persist because they will have left the battlefield. Well, no, they won't. You can't. So say if with persist, if I give a creature persist, if I kill it and then bring it back, it will still no longer have persist. So it gives me one rotation of all their effects. So I have to have a card that has persist already on it, which is where I have other cards like this lesser Masticore persist. And then it does 4 damage if I pay, or it does 1 damage any creature if I pay 4. The reason I have this card is I don't care about any of its effects. I just need it to persist so I can continuously sacrifice it. And then with first day, that gives me infinite mana. That's why I had a hard choice at one point where I said I'm going for the long con because I don't have a lot of my persist cards in hand.
I thought the Cauldron could keep putting persist on stuff. No.
No, because you have to tap it to do it. So if I had a way to untap the Cauldron infinitely, then I could infinitely give everything persist.
Oh God.
But then there's other cards I have in the deck that basically give a different kind of resurrection. Like there's the Dim Death Mantle that I used on
Colin, you needed this card.
What's this card?
This card looking
Omniscience.
Yeah.
No, it is not. Omniscience.
It's in my deck.
Omniscience actually isn't in this deck because I have to get so many rocks to make that work, which I can get.
There you go.
Smothering Tide.
Yeah. Smothering Tide is in this deck, actually. That one is. But I did put Omniscience because realistically, a lot of the cards in this deck are super cheap. So I don't need
the big cost. Yeah.
I don't need a 10 cost that lets me play everything Because realistically, once the infinite's on the board, it's on the board unless you remove it. So that's why I went with a more safer bet with the mana drain under the scepter, because I was like, and I didn't know how your guys' turns were going to go, so I went with the safe bet. Because obviously, if I first dayed and then got a persist, I could have ended it turn 3, turn 4. But if I kept using the Sensei's Divide to try to find and fix. A lot of times I was moving lands out of the way and moving the card I wanted to draw, like the rock, like the chromatic. I moved both those chromatics to the top every single time I saw one. And the fact that I was drawing extra cards every single turn, I start going through the deck at a much faster rate than you guys are. You guys are going 1% at a time. I was going 3 to 4% of my deck at a time. Because I was literally either using the Senseis to go look for a card, or I was settling because you guys are playing non-creatures to try to keep up, or you guys, that's kind of why I played Ristic as fast as I could, because then once I had Ristic out, I covered all my bases. Anything you guys did, I was drawing an extra card.
At least one.
Yeah, I'm going to push my percentages to the point where I know I'm going to stay ahead. And then with Mana Drain, if any of you tried to catch up, I could go, you're not going to catch up, and you're going to get me further ahead because I'm going to steal that mana and then now accelerate even more.
No, I learned that the hard way, didn't I?
Yes. Well, and you were in the road, like I told you, you were kind of in a bad position because the Matt wasn't playing anything, so he wasn't helping you with the fact of getting the Mana Drain to target because he didn't draw any lands, which I'm sorry, Matt.
Yeah. I took a no land or a 1 land hand. That happens.
Yeah. I mean, it was a gamble that could have paid off. So, and then like with Corey, he was playing a bunch of stuff that I was just like,
it doesn't hurt.
He's accelerating currently into nothing. Like,
yeah,
I was like, he did. Yeah,
I
he
did
kept
fuck
accelerating
up with Omnath, though.
Yeah, if you would have got him out, you could have played Omnath, which then you could have started overflowing your mana into more black, which then would have.
Yeah,
I might have actually.
It would have been more dangerous. Yeah.
Fun fact is, realistically, I was holding that to counter your Omnath. You weren't gonna get him, and that's why James. If you would have played Omnath, I would have went boom, die, because I want 5 mana. And then James could have then played those 2 cards that he wanted to play. But with you not getting Omnath, it was just like, James, I kept looking at it going, well, James just spent most of his mana. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
And you were, like I said, you were playing ramp cards with nothing to threaten me. So I was just going to let you ramp. You were ramping in my mind. You were ramping into nothing. So I was like, until you actually play something that I can counter, which I'm going to do that the moment you play it because you were the only one ramping. I was like, yeah, Corey will finally play something big. I'll counter it. Because that's why I played my more backed up defensive Breya, because I was like, I am facing all of you, and like when I play Breya, I know that. Like, I will let everyone know.
We all know what Breya does.
Yeah.
Breya's
like once
that.
And you guys probably didn't see this because we might not have put it in the video, but I didn't pick the deck. A lot of times with my decks, we dice roll. So I gave each one of my decks a dice correspondent. And they rolled it, and 3 of them rolled a 6. Or sorry, 2 of the 3 rolled a 6. So we decided
They rolled the not Breya.
They decided as a group, let's do the 6. And I was like, that's up to you guys.
Out of the way early.
Yeah,
get it out of the way early.
So you guys won't see that one for a little bit. I will play it eventually again. It's too
when Breya's back in rotation, I'm going back to Kaikar.
It just counters, yeah.
My Kaikar deck is.
Well, and that's kind of why I changed. That's why I said the Mana Drain was just a safer play for me. Because you guys, at the turn I played it, because I think it was like turn 2, turn 3, I played the Scepter.
Yeah.
So I had that Mana Drain. I couldn't use it the first turn I played it. I knew that I was like, I actually don't want to. I don't care to counter this turn because you guys don't have enough mana that I'm going to get a high value out of it. But if I have it under here, the rest of the game, it's a threat. It's something you guys have to consider before you play your things.
It's something that if we could consider it, we would, but nobody could do anything. I was the only one who could play anything of proper mana value would be worth it.
And the funnier fact was too is like if I thought about it realistically, if I thought you guys had a card to destroy it, I was gonna obviously counter the destroy card. I'm not gonna counter your creature. I don't kill through combat damage with Breya. I can kill with damage, not combat damage. I am not the only time I've ever had to kill with Breya with combat damage was when Matt hexproofed himself and I couldn't target him with anything in one game. I had to kill him with commander damage, which was I literally had to take infinite extra turns and then went, I'm attacking your face over and over again. You made me do this. This deck has never won or was never designed to win through combat damage. I'm going to Hulk punch your face now and tell you to go to sleep.
Got that
Go sleep,
Omni-Man
go
quote.
sleep, go
Why
sleep,
did
go
you
sleep,
make
go
me
sleep, go
do
sleep,
this?
Yeah, why did you make me do this? I think
So fun. Magic is magic.
yeah, and like you're gonna have weird games, especially like with us because I have either
Money.
gimmick decks or I have
Win deck.
challenge decks that my friends decided to say a word, and I was like, I don't think you understand what this means when you're telling me to do this. He's like, because the 2 decks I started with Commander, because I knew that I was super competitive, and Commander is a
Non-competitive.
well, it's got a competitive scene, but the friends I have are
does.
in that scene. It's had CDH for a while, but my friends are not CDH players. They're casual. I would call it casual. I don't know what they call casual Magic. I assume it's just called casual Commander.
We don't play with the ban list. We
don't play-
casual.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep that Mana Crypt in every fucking deck I have it in. It's a $200+ card, and I don't care.
I spent
It's not
money
going
for
in.
it. I'm playing it.
Well, the funny fact is, I spent it. I got it cheaper than I would have because I got it in booster with my luck.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna hear that a lot.
Yeah.
So like, I get it, but at the same time, I don't even want to get into the commander. I don't want to get into the ban list because that is a
You did it
whole
once already.
cluster. Yeah, we already did it. But like as I go,
who makes the ban list? Is it Wizard or is it
I think
CDH?
there's a committee, and I don't know
Well, I didn't vote
who's a
for him.
part of said committee. There's just a committee. I assume Magic had.
I don't think they're a part of it anymore, though. I think Wizard is taking over it again fully.
Yeah, I think I think it's because they're pushing the CDH. They're pushing competitive commander now. Like I've seen there's actually some active tournaments. I don't know if there's prize support, but the fact that they're actively doing tournaments is kind of interesting. But and I guess realistically the weirdest part about this is because our game was so fast, there's not a lot to talk about other than my deck because
Nobody else got to
one
do
else's
anything.
deck got to
No.
go.
I
So
played 3 cards total, and they all got drained.
there's a good chance you guys will see those decks actually be played again, unlike
Sometime,
the
yeah.
Breya.
The next time,
With the next game. And I think that's the thing too, is like realistically when you're playing Magic, that session 0 talk. There are times where you sit there and go like, guys, I am playing a CDH deck, and be prepared for a competitive. I am trying to kill all of you as quickly as possible. There's the times where you're like, nope, I'm playing curses. I'm playing help.
bug.
Yeah, I'm playing group hug, but not death hug. Like people when I play the group hug deck, people are gonna be like, "What is that deck meant to do?" And I designed it, and I'll explain it when I play it because that'll be another video. But like, I have a lot of gimmick decks. Like unless I'm playing.
If you have a gimmick deck you want him to build, say it in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, true. Corey suggested a weird gimmick, and it was a mass polymorph gimmick, and I looked at it and I was like, "This is just." It's an interesting card with ramifications of like heavy green, but it's a blue card. So I'm like, I could go like with that mass polymorph. I could go with the obvious of dinos or something and exile a board of shitty tokens. Because basically it's exile your board, and then with how many creatures you exiled, you get to get that many creatures from your deck
Isn't there an egg
from
deck?
the top.
Because I know Josh
There's
is playing something with
an egg
eggs.
deck. There's a
Yeah.
commander that has an egg that when you kill the egg or you have the egg killed, you get to pull the top card of your deck. And if it's a
But if you mass
dinosaur,
polymorph all the eggs, then you just get
Well, no,
dinosaurs.
The one you're talking about, no, she lets you go. You go look till you get a creature.
right? It's the same concept as mass polymorph. You pull from the top till you get a creature, then you get to play the creature.
Yeah.
Well, I think that one's specific to dinosaurs, though, isn't it? Like you can only get a dinosaur from the egg.
No, I think it's
No, it's just
Creature.
creatures.
Oh, okay.
I just define it as dinos.
Which dinos is? I
big
haven't.
zombies. Big fun.
Yeah. Fun fact: I haven't built a deck that's supposed to win through combat damage. All of my decks, their win cons is to eliminate you through outside of. outside of combat damage. They can, not say they can't, they can win through combat damage. They're not designed to win through combat damage because...
So that'd be the next thing you do then, is build one for combat damage.
No,
Not
he's got to build a
commander,
self-harm
combat.
deck.
Oh, no, that's what it was, the self-harm. Yeah. You have to,
Jesus.
You have to build a self-harm deck to last, 7 turns? Is that what we said? Something like that?
So wait, a deck that's meant to keep me alive for 7 turns, but
No.
then on turn
Fastest
7 I have to die?
Turn 8, die.
Okay.
Not saying you can't take damage, but that you are out of the game on turn 8.
Well, he could do that on turn 2. He could be out of the game by then.
Oh yeah, scoop.
Well, no. Literally.
Well, no, that
pack
was
with
a
weapon.
caveat, wasn't it? That I
No, that's what I'm
couldn't
saying. Like
scoop?
you have to.
I have to lose via. I have to
via-
lose. No, I have to lose via a lose mechanic. So either
Yes.
milling myself,
mill, health, or command.
health.
I think health would be the
Or-
funniest.
Yeah.
So that's like hand encrypt, but then aiming to lose the health.
You know what would be kind of fun? To make decks for a bingo game, where you get points based on certain things you do. Like,
Well,
lose 10
there's-
HP, or hurt yourself
was-
by 10,
So,
or something like
so
that.
there was a system some guy that Dow was talking to me about where they play Magic with like a game of rules within Magic. So like there's like points you get for doing simple tasks during the game being played, like first blood. The first person to deal damage to someone gets +1 point. First person to get eliminated, or for every opponent you eliminate, you get +1 point. So like they had a point-based system, so you could win the whole thing, but because you didn't get enough of like the missions done, you didn't win the battle. You won the little you
won the
won
point
the
war,
war,
but you didn't
like,
win the game.
you won the battle, but you lost the war because I did first blood. I drew the most cards. I
didn't miss
did
a
the
land
most.
drop.
I did the most damage. Because
Kind of why I
obviously,
think bingo would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
a bingo card.
Yeah, make a bingo card
So,
and have like a
make a
bunch
bingo
of
card.
random stuff.
Deal
Yeah.
10 damage. Take 10 damage.
Hurt yourself, heal.
That could all
Board
be it.
wipe.
Yeah.
Board wipe.
Yeah.
What does
I mean-
what does Teferi's do?
Protect
Protection
yourself.
from everything.
No, the
You remember
Exile your
Teferi's
phase out. Phase out.
Yeah.
Well,
Phases-
Teferi's protection does a lot of things.
yeah, phases out all your cards and permanents.
Until your next turn, target your life total cannot be changed. You protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out.
Yeah, phase.
If you phased out everything, that's just game over. If it happens at the wrong time, and that's 100%. Like if you had your entire board phase out, you're like, cool. Well, I had permanents. They're gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's really all I gotta say about that game, because realistically, it was literally me looking for an infinite. Once I finally found it, it was game, and because they were so far behind,
That was it. It was
yeah,
put us out of our misery.
yeah. It was literally going.
All
in,
three of us are missing land drops now.
and I kind of
and
fucked up the combo at the start. Then I realized I was like, oh wait a minute, I don't have a sack outlet for mana. And then I looked at my hand and I was like, wait, I have a sack outlet. I fucking forgot to play it. I was like, I had the
Everybody
infinite.
fucked up that game then.
I got ahead of myself. I looked down and I was like, I have a sack outlet. Oh wait, but I need the sack outlet that gives me mana. Otherwise, this isn't infinite. I need to sacrifice my Thopters to get mana to bring her back to make more Thopters and just keep continuously milling you. I fucked that up. Let me spend 3 mana and get the fucking. I had the altar in my hand. Like I was literally, like I played the dim
had the
death.
key.
I played the dim death mantle. I started the combo, and then I stopped, looked down, and went, "Wait, how am I gonna keep generating 4 mana?" And then I looked back through my hand because I thought I had. I was like, I have the combo. I said that in my head when James finished his turn. It's like I have I have a combo, and I think I win now. So I was like, I look back down, counter James's thing. I have now the 4 mana to do everything extra I needed, plus all the other shit I have on the board. I have it. Okay, and I looked down and I fucked it up. Immediately, it was like I have one of my sack outlets out. I forgot to play the second one, and then I was like, okay, well, tap 3, fucked that up. Here's the yeah. Okay, now they're both on the board. Now start the combo. But yeah,
And then
thanks
we
for watching.
from Matt's don't take one middle hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
I've had them work before, but not that time.
I've never had a
well-
one mana work. Never.
So I will say.
I did because I had a mana crypt and like soaring to start, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
rocks effect.
So I would say that too. It's like if you're looking at a hand and you're going, I've got this. He had a rock, and he had a land. Now his rock.
Oh no!
As
I
a
didn't have-
caveat.
I didn't have that rock.
He drew
No.
the rock.
No.
I drew into that.
Probably
Oh,
the
okay.
other game. Yeah.
No. He drew the Mox Opal.
Mox Opal.
Like he had that, but the problem with Mox Opal has a caveat. You have to have 2 other artifacts because you have to have Metalcraft, which requires you to have you have to control 3 artifacts.
Yeah.
So he controlled 1 because it counts itself. Because it doesn't say other, it says 3 artifacts. Actually, let me make sure that I'm reading that
Double
right.
checking.
I think it's just you just have to have 3.
I think so too. And to be honest, guys, we might have messed up a rule because the one rule I thought we might have messed up was the cast one. I don't. We played with the rule that we messed up the same way currently all the way through. So if we messed up,
I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's still cast. It just isn't played.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it means it landed
It
on the
doesn't
board and
enter
it
the
stayed on the
battlefield.
board. Right. It doesn't enter the battlefield.
right? So I think we did that right. I
Yeah.
don't know though. I'm like 50-50 on that because I'm like, I technically casted
Come on, Mr.
my.
Rules Lawyer. You should know this.
With that one, it's weird because cast and play are different. Because
yeah.
they're every word in Magic means something entirely different when it comes to the rules. That's why I'm thinking it's like, okay, well, if you I had to look at what counters do when cast. If you can
Cast is you use the mana. It's cast. Played means it hit the battlefield and it stayed on the battlefield.
I don't know why, but I think we messed that up. I am like 75% sure we did.
I don't even remember this happening during the game.
Yeah, God.
So whenever he cast, so the first time it happened is when he cast his Into the Warp or whatever.
My Shadow of the Warp, yeah.
Shadow of the Warp, and I countered it. Well, my things activated when something's cast, both my Esper Sentinel and my Rhystic Study. It says when a target casts something, if they don't pay attacks, I get to draw a card.
It
If
was
I
still
ca-
it was still casted. It just never
Right.
hit the board.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, if that's how it works, we did it right. But if cast requires it to be completed, then no, I don't get to draw 2 cards. And James's card, for me to draw those 2 cards, I have to let James's card exist.
Well, so let me put it like he has to cast a spell in order for you to counter it. He casted it, which allowed you to get the trigger to counter it. So
Correct.
he cast.
Right, which is why I think that's right.
I think you did it right.
Yeah, I think so.
That's why I said I was like, I think this is right. Like I said, I know a lot of rules, but there's overlapping rules that make it to where it's just like doubling season. Go look it up.
No, don't start that.
Go look it up.
Don't start that. That needs its own video.
Don't unleash that Eldritch Abomination around the world.
If I ever draw the doubling season, I'm going to I'm going to
Immediately
use
put
it.
in every deck.
I almost bought one.
It's immediately going to go in every green deck I have that has counters.
God.
Like
It's
Jesus,
go in my Atroxa Proliferate.
such
Casting is the act of paying the cost of the spell, putting it on the stack, and resolving it.
and resolving. No, and resolving. We didn't let it
Castle's in
resolve.
Hand, graveyard, yeah.
We didn't let it resolve. So no, we did it. We fucked it up.
Yeah, we did fuck it up. Because casting doesn't
I
say
thought we
when
did.
to
I said
land.
75% sure that we fucked that up. For me to draw the 2 cards, I had to let you finish
It has
casting
to
it.
resolve. Yep.
It has to resolve. I thought so too. Okay, thank you.
Same thing with my
Well,
Like I
let's fuck it up
said,
again.
we
We will.
kept doing the rule the same way the entire game to make it fair if we fucked it up. So, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have countered it then because you doing 2 damage to me every turn and getting 2 cards, I would have taken the 2 cards. Life for that deck is a resource that I would spend happily. 3 mana was not something I just countered it because Corey made a joke about me not countering things, and then I was like, "Well, fuck you then. I'm gonna counter James's thing."
That's not going to stop me because I've got cards.
That can't stop me. I can't read. I think that's it though. Has anyone got any outros or kind of
That's it for
end
me.
topic?
No,
I wish my Animar could do something though.
I wish
Next
it didn't
game.
fuck it up.
Next game.
Next game. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Thanks.
Let us know what
Later.
decks you want him to build.
Yep.
I'll try to build something cool if you guys comment on it. I'll try.
Don't
Give him the
torment us.
most obscure shit ever.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
I'll build straight cancer.
Yes, he will.
You, you,
You already
you,
have
ain't,
that deck. Corey already
you
has
ain't-
that deck.
you ain't chemo in this.
Oh,
Chemo doesn't fix this shit.
Chemo doesn't fix me. All right, thanks, guys. Later.
Later.
Guys.